Rivers on 3rd and 2. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Rivers pass.
A 5-yard touchdown. And the Colts add on to their lead.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. 5 plays there on that drive. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown.
Aldrich Rosas.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. Gets around him. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
We remind you lots more to come here in this opening weekend of the Return to Football 2020. Coming up later tonight, it's the national debut of SoFi Stadium in Southern California. The Cowboys and the Rams doing battle there. And then 2 more to finish off the week on Monday Night Football. The Steelers and Giants from MetLife Stadium and the Titans and Broncos from Mile High. Now a handoff here to his running back. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Brought him down. A gain of 10 brings up 3rd.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
At the 43-yard line.
Now a handoff looking right. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Another carry.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. It's almost a tendency breaker.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Minshew sets to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough road for Minshew and the Jags. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Incomplete. He had it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Intended for D.D. Westbrook.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the their former Maryland term.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
And it's third down.
So we've reached halftime here. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Rodgers on the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. A play fake to Mack. Now Rivers. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Right half the line.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
The free safety, Malik Hooker, there in coverage. Well, that's the 4th time that they've tried to go for it on 4th down. They've only converted once, Charles.
And obviously not a good percentage. And if you're going to go for it on 4th down, you think that you've got the right play dialed up, you can't be stopped, your momentum's going to keep going. But 1 for 4, that tells you that you need to look at things in a different way, and you need to tip your cap to the defense. They've done a great job.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
38-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Complete to Jack.
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Yards. First down, Colts.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle.
He was tackled at the 46.
Kari Willis there to bring him down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 44. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Now Minshew. Now he'll pull it down. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he's got it at the 15. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And the Jaguars are going to be looking at a 1st and goal as he's out of bounds at the 3-yard line. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jaguars are back within a score. And a nice little start to the career for the rookie here, hitting the end zone in week 1 of his career.
And that's a true welcome to the NFL moment, isn't it? The one that you actually like. A lot of times it's that big hit from a linebacker that says, all right, Rook, here you are. But when you're able to put it in the end zone and feel that sense of accomplishment, that usually fuels you towards doing it many more times in your career.
And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Touchdown. He'll kick this one away. Rodgers on the return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
They're on 35-yard line.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop it for a loss of 4. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback.
Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football, and the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Going to give this time to the tailback. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars!